One more quick little demo about deformers themselves. I thought it would be a good idea to just sort of make a couple of copies and give you guys ideas for how you can possibly apply deformers. And maybe I can show you one more deformer that will come in handy while you're reorganizing things. So let's pop in over here, go to Deform, and grab what is called the lattice. The lattice is a really nice and flexible deformer. You can do a lot of things with this, and it gives you more options for how to reshape any object in a more detailed fashion. So what I'm doing over here is I'm increasing the divisions, similar to what you would see in like the breakdowns of any cube. But you notice what this lattice did was it created sort of a box around our table. And what that allows us to do is, let's just go over here, is it allows us to actually manually edit big portions, like reorganize big portions of this table. So I'm going to just go here, hit scale. You can see now the table is starting to look like it has a different design. You notice there's like a huge advantage to stuff like this because I can now kind of like really manipulate according to how I feel. And of course, if there are any things that will support, like enough loops to support it, I can actually just make this work in any way I want. So this, we might want to grab the lattice face, like the lattice points inside as well. So this is sort of like really cool because it just sort of acts like a cube, but gives you some really cool results. And like any of the deformers, if you don't delete history, you can slide your object right through it and make it change shape and modify as it goes. Yes, this will totally destroy it sometimes, but sort of fun when you just get to like make your make a table like jump around like this, right? Anyways, that's one thing. The other thing, of course, is quickly coming back to our nonlinear deformers. Don't forget you can assign these, but another really cool thing that you may not have realized was that you can put two deformers on one object. So I can throw on a squash, and once again, coming into nonlinear deformers, maybe we want to do a twist on top of that. So let's go ahead, grab the table. If you're starting to look for these things, you're going to see these are really like, this is starting to get really sort of heavy and intense on the inputs. So oftentimes what we do is before we actually apply any deformers, we go ahead and delete history. So I'm going to go in over here, delete history, and now let's just go back to the deform nonlinear deformers and assign a squash and a twist node to them. And you can see this is much less messy, and it will allow me to do, say, a start angle and an end angle rotation. We have enough edge loops, as you can tell. You can also, of course, just quickly do a wireframe unshaded to see how far you dare push. But then let's come over here to the squash input. Check it out. You can do a lot of really good things. There are a lot more deformers still to go. Just really check out and see how you can design your really boring but now very accurate, hopefully, objects and really kind of like get the kind of result that you're looking for. Like for example, with the bend option, I can now play around with the curvature and make it like bend in either direction, and I altered it just a little bit because I removed the low bound like active space. It's sort of the envelope that it works on. So this way you get some really good options. You are more flexible in your modeling, and you can start from very basic situations and make them very unique.